I'm using different camera today because the last one is like super noisy. Hi, Mart here and welcome back to another episode of Draw Every Day. In today's episode we're gonna talk about expressions and drawing expressions. Well, I think every artist should know how to draw at least few expressions, you know, fill up your visual library with few expressions you can pull off at any moment. So when you actually start drawing, you can put some face on your character or whatever without actually thinking about it too much or without, you know, looking up reference or anything. It will really speed up your work and give some kind of variety in your work as well. Because, well, if you know only one expression, you will just repeat it for every drawing. That's pretty much my problem, because I like literally using only one expression for pretty much every single one of my drawings. Especially the traditional part of my drawings. In digital, I have some varieties, but in traditional, I'm usually using only one expression. And that's a sad expression or, you know, neutral. And I think that's bad. That's not really useful, and it's like my art usually looks kind of, I don't know, boring, I say. So I need to kind of pump up my numbers when it comes to expressions. So I've just did few drawings from the photos I took when I was doing my, how do I say that, a reference library. That's usually photos of my friends or some people I asked if I can take photos of them. And well, I started like doing these expressions, and then I figured out like what's the main feature of expression, and it's actually eyebrows in most of the case. And because you can pretty much say anything about the person's expression from their eyebrows, so that's why I always start in doing them first, you know, to get them right. And if you get the eyebrows right, the rest of the expression is kind of easier to pull off. So I've started doing these you know, eyebrows and fill it up the rest of the expression, and that actually let me think about something. Well, if you're doing like, you know, these studies on noses, eyes and everything, don't forget to draw the head as well, because I saw so many these studies that people are actually just drawing the part of the face like mouth, eyes or noses without the rest of the face. Like, you don't have to draw the eyes on the rest of the face. You just draw the head and put the nose on the head, because that's actually way harder than just to draw the nose on its own. It's way harder to do the placement on the head than actually the thing you want to place on the head. Well, that's why you should always, like, you know, when you're studying how to draw eye, how to draw, I don't know, nose, mouth, ears, just put them on the head, and that will like help you way more than just drawing them on their own. Because, well, if you just have an eye, it's useless. You have to put it on your head. That's how it works, to make some character, you know. And that's the reason why actually seeing so many artists that they perfect their skills when it comes to actually drawing these single features like eyes and noses and everything. But the placement is totally wrong, and you know, the structure is just not there. Like, one eye is slightly higher, slightly lower, slightly smaller, you know, or nose is like not in the right angle or something like that. And that's the problem. You should probably like just put them on a head. You should just put them on a head when you're studying the subject, and I think your problems, if you have this one, will disappear. Also, little update again. The last updates were about LiveStream, and LiveStream was actually pretty nice and it went really well. So I've decided that I'm gonna do another LiveStream in about 10-14 days from now, and it's gonna be probably on a weekend. And well, this is just the little, I don't know, teaser for it. I will let you know in the next videos, like more details, and I will do another poll for it, like about the hours and like about the time, like the hours. We can hopefully find some time and make another live stream, which was like super fun, and I'm super glad that so many of you actually went there and saw the stream, which is super awesome. Anyway, let's recap this video. Well, get to know some expressions. You know, it's important and it will give some variety to your art. When you're studying noses and features, it doesn't have to be just on a face or on a head. It can be on the whole body. For example, if you're drawing hands, feet or anything, draw at least, if you're drawing hands, draw at least the forearm. Or if you're doing feet, draw your lower leg as well. You know, connect it to places where it belongs. Because if you just have the same, like, you know, the single thing, it's kind of pointless because you don't know how to put it on. And it's maybe you're gonna make it smaller, bigger, or on different place that it's not supposed to be at. Just place your studies on figure, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much everything for today. So thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.